Hello, everyone. It's me, Captain Blueberry Buckaroo, aka Lancer737, and today I'm going to be showing you some things that are important involving questions I've been getting lately about specific things like accounts and how to get a lot of rubies in pocket ponies and how to get Princess Luna. So, new people that are getting into the game, or maybe they didn't complete the very first full time campaign that you get when you start the game. To get Princess Luna, you have to complete the very first campaign that you get, which is about Nightmare Moon and her return. It's a pretty cool campaign. I'm surprised that you had. Well, I mean, you're probably bombarded with so many things to do. Maybe you did miss out on it. But it's a really cool campaign, and the story is not quite like how it is in the TV show. Nightmare Moon is actually more ruthless, I'll say, in the game version, because in the game version, she destroys all of Ponyville, possibly the other places also, including Caterlot, and then she floods it all with her darkness. Some of the other villains have similar abilities, like not Stygian. Great, now I forgot his name. Sombra. I can't believe I forgot his name. Sombra does something similar in the Crystal Empire. It's quite possible that it isn't Nightmare Moon's darkness that isn't Canterlot. It's been such a long time since I had to remove it, so I'm not sure. But essentially, the darkness that you're having to use with remove with money and other things, that's magic darkness that Nightmare Moon casts down that is blocking you from building stuff. But yeah, you have to complete every single campaign objective involving Nightmare Moon coming back. And one thing I noticed that a lot of people get hung up on is when they're removing Nightmare Moon's darkness, they'll find the totems, like, the one that I have in the Royal Palace courtyard in my Ponyville. You'll have an objective to activate it based on a specific amount of elements that are required to turn it back on. And then they'll have an objective where, it says activate it. Well, people get confused that, they activate it, so they should have that objective complete. It doesn't work that way. You'll have to tap it again. But the good thing is, you only need to tap it once. You won't have to have all the elements that are required for activating it. Just tap it once. And look at it this way. What I do to get rubies, I've mentioned this many, many times before. I save up all my elements until I have the maximum amount, and then I'll exchange them. And tapping it a lot will, give you lots of gold. That's one of the reasons why I do have lots of gold. And then there'll be a chance that a ruby will pop out. I'm not going to do that completely right now, but trust me, that's another reason how I'm able to catch up relatively quickly. Not as fast as I would love to, but it's how I get a lot of my rubies back eventually. So, yeah, do all the objectives for the Nightmare Moon campaign, and don't forget that even if you unlock these early, it will ask you specifically in the campaign to unlock it. Just tap it once, like so, and it will count. You won't need all those element shards that were required to activate it before independently. So the next thing I've seen people ask is, how do they get their profiles back? Well, one thing I would do is I would have a private journal or notebook where you keep all your codes and passwords for everything. And in that, I would write down, My Little Pony game loft, and then put your actual name down on that. I mean, in-game name. I mean, if you want to put your real name, that's fine, but it should be like what the game calls you. Like in my case, it calls me Coco Music. Although when I first started this, I actually could name myself Captain Blueberry, but I can't talk. Captain Blueberry Buckaroo, but whatever, I can't do that now. And then you see my friend code right there, top left hand corner. I would write that down. But there's a more important code than that. You see, let's go to menus. Under it's under about. See the about? I'm not going to touch it. But under the about button, it will show you a very specific ID code for your entire profile. Never share that, and if you ever do recordings, never show it to anyone. Never record that. keep those handy at all times, and even better, record elements of your gameplay, so that if something happens where you lose your progress, contact Gameloft and give them your in-game name, your friend code, your ID code that is in the About section. Like I said, press the About button in the About section. It will tell you your specific ID code. And then show them a video showing them, hey, this is me. I've been playing this. I got all these characters and such. And you should be able to get your game back. If not, well, I'll be very angry, and you should be angry too. And I would pester them until they gave you your stuff back. I had something similar like that happen. And luckily, since I was into recording the game a lot, I better hurry this up. I was able to prove to them that, hey, I did do all these things. I wanted my stuff back. I got most of it back, and the rest they gave me back as ruby. So I had to wait longer until those characters came back that were ones that were limited time, seasonal characters to buy them. So I'm going to show you one last thing. Hello. So now we're in Pocket Ponies, and I was asked, how do I get so many rubies in this so quickly? Well, you see the number, the countdown above the gift box? I log in multiple times a day. You can do this 4 times, and you'll get lots of stuff that will help you get rubies and stuff really quickly. And the other thing I was asked is, how do you recover your account in this? I can't 100% confirm this because I've never lost my account in this, but you see the gear button on the top left-hand corner? I'm not going to touch it, but it looks like there could possibly be an ID code that you should never share with anyone at the bottom of the screen, or at least the bottom of the options, close to the bottom of the screen. Write that down, and if something ever happens, contact Bunge and tell them about what happened. I also noticed there's a recover button in that section. I was looking through the readme section about what to do if you lose stuff, and maybe that'll help. I'm sorry if none of those things help. Like I said, I've never lost anything in this, so I don't know. I can't be 100%. I can't talk. Can't be 100% sure about my suggestion actually working, but it's better than nothing.